back to the world of movie Melee. It is our another installment of our Platinum Ticket Tournament as we are one step closer to determining who our new singles champion is, and this is going to be a good one. The number 1 seed, Matthew Chen, coming off of his victory in the first round against Brandon Dunlap, is taking on the number 9 seed, Tim Brzakala, who took out Nick Carley by a pretty decisive knockout in the first round. So these two facing off, going to be a good one. Joining me on the desk today is the Big Chill, the best facial hair in the writer's room, Mark Menchaca. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. I think Matthew's coming into this match. I don't want to use the words the favorite, but I think he is somebody that is, whenever, he came along the tournament a couple of years ago, and I think he's kind of stayed hot since then. So I think he's on a pretty good stretch. And Tim just always finds a way to hang around in these and just be better than you think he's going to be. And you know what? He's one win away from a championship match.
He is. Tim Brzakala, one match away from playing for the Movie Melee Singles Championship, and so is Matthew Chen, who has been on the hunt for it for the last 2 seasons. It's going to be a good one. So we'll go ahead. We'll talk to our first person, the Hulk, Tim Brzakala, his manager today, Nick, the name, Twohig. Tim, crushing something in a red solo cup. So you've made it here to the second round. You are a match away from playing for the title. How are you feeling?
I purely want to win and then go to the title and win, only so that I can go message Caleb Boatman and go, neener. But if I lose, that's okay. Because you'll get your turn. Matthew Chen is maybe the most delightful person in the community. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this man upset once. And when he is upset with himself, he's just like, yep, that's right. Okay. And he moves on with his day. So genuinely would be so happy for Matthew if he went on. But I'd like to win. That would be cool. I've played for many a belt. It would be cool to add another one to the list. Now, Nick, say mean things.
You hear that ticking? Those are my taquitos. By the time they're done, you better be the Melee champion.
Well, we already recorded my post after that, remember?
Yeah, no, I know. They're going to use that
for the
next match when you win, yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Got it. Something about taquitos. We're going to go ahead and bring in your opponent today, Matthew Chen, his manager, Matthew, you have been on quite the hunt and quite the hot streak for the last season and a half about a pretty significant run here, and now it culminates in your first second number 1 contenders appearance. How are you feeling about your match today?
I'm feeling excited. Tim and I have never played, so I'm excited to be here. I'm not gonna count anything out because Tim knows a lot about movies.
Yeah, I feel we love Nick and Tim. I love Matthew. I'm just here because I kind of want to be here. So great. Love you too, Tim. Thanks for saying nice things about me too.
That is a great reason to manage.
I love you.
Matches on me. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into round number 1, which works like this. You're going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match on a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
All right, guys. Then your first question is going to come in the category of sports.
No, fuck.
Bang the Drum Slowly is about what sport?
Maggie, keep it down, please.
We hear the call of the macaw making a cameo in the background. That's kind of fun. I like when we have cameos from Maggie. What are you gonna play? Nice.
We don't even need any banter. That was enough.
1. There's doesn't have to banter. Peasant, we'll go to Matthew.
I went with soccer.
I'll go to Tim.
I said baseball.
Baseball is correct. So Tim will take the 1-0 lead going into the second question. What's their question, Mark?
They come in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Actress for films released in 2013?
2013.
It's almost coming.
Where were you in 2013, Mark?
I was in a Texas town, possibly around
Surround.
a place called College Station. It's a place where there's a college and a train station.
Oh,
That's how it got its name.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how we name towns in Texas where you have things in the location. And
Is that like there's like cactus armadillo? Is that a thing? 5.
probably you'd find Texas towns.
2.
Repeat the question.
It's Tim's first repeat.
All right, question again. Who won Best Actress for films released in 2013?
To make you feel old in 2013, I was in 7th grade.
Yeah, some fucking college. So that tells you the age difference.
Yep, I was in 7th grade, living life, failing out of algebra. 5,
This thing is in
4,
perspective.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Tim.
I think she won supporting, not lead. I said Lupita Nyong'o.
We're gonna go to Matthew.
I said Annette Bening.
Both incorrect. Looking for Kate Blanchett for Blue Jazz.
Fucking Woody Allen fucks me again.
Woody Allen. 1-0, no perfect round. So we get to your third question. In recent releases, who plays Victoria Cord, head of Cord Industries in Blue Beetle? Both to the boards, fast.
I would hope so. They're in the other,
I'm not in the league.
Oh, that's right. Well, come on. You're not in it, but, you're in it, No, I'm there. I'm not there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Matthew.
Susan Sarandon.
And we're going to go to Tim.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon is correct. So Tim will maintain the 1-point lead going into your fourth question.
Coming to the category classics. The bridge on the River Kwai primarily focuses on prisoners of war from what country?
The people who are watching this match will never know, but the chat right now for this match, blowing the fuck up. Some fire banter happening between the managers and the writers and the ad. Great.
I mean, sometimes, it's not just a ton of material. And here there's a bunch of drama like taquitos and people's wives laughing in the background.
It's just so much stuff happening. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is like an event in and of itself. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
I watched this last year and I still Austria.
We'll go to Matthew.
Yeah, I've also watched this. I just said Germany.
Both incorrect. We were looking for England. England.
Oh, there you
Or
go.
United. Would have also accepted United.
Alec Guinness fucks me again.
Your fifth question comes to the category of the 1990s. What specifically happens to Ted that causes him to miss his date with Mary at the start of There's Something About Mary?
I'm kind of wondering if whether or not in this match, Tim's enemies list has been getting longer, or is it, just more strikes on the people within the list?
I wonder. This is a valid question to ask. I also think that people are just a lot of people just see, Tim, Melee, we're here to watch. Matthew, Melee, we're here to watch. These two together, double the audience, double the views. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, we'll go to Matthew.
I just said hit by a car.
We'll go to Tim.
I haven't seen this since high school. I said he gets stuck in the bathroom.
We were looking for gets his penis stuck in his zipper. Is the answer we were looking for.
Whoa. Is it in a bathroom?
So we cannot accept either answer. So we'll move on to your sixth question from Mark. Oh, wait, sorry. Nick Twohig wants to come in.
Yep.
What was the question?
The question was, what specifically happens to Ted that causes him to miss his date with Mary at the start of There's Something About Mary?
Okay, I have a serious thing to say and a less serious thing to say. Yes, it happens in a bathroom. He does get stuck in a bathroom, Tim, if you wanted to go that route. And also, are we really... The taquitos are done. Are you the Melee champion?
No.
Are we really asking for questions where the answer... Like, you have to write the word penis on your board?
Do you think I could seriously win this challenge?
It's stuck in the bathroom.
We're
They
gonna
said
need a
specific.
ruling on it.
Oh, they did say specific?
Yeah.
Then, no, let it go.
Okay, let's.
That was a semi-serious, like,
Yeah,
conversation.
no, I hear you. I get it. Yeah. So let's.
Cool. Go, Tim.
All right, so we're gonna move on to your sixth question, which is what category, Mark?
Category of action adventure. You will find the refinery underworld and characters named the Master, the Collector, and the Blaster in what 80s action movie? Very
Quite
descriptive.
an assortment of words.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen it already.
I love that Nick's just like, so are we actually asking for the word penis to be on whiteboards?
I thought the same thing.
I guess so today, yeah. One time this channel asked for the answer making love in 0G. So 5, 4,
That's fair. That
3,
was, I wrote that question. That's fair.
1. Pens down. It's my favorite answer to a document ever. We'll go to Tim.
I said Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
We'll go to Matthew.
I said the Road Warrior.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome is correct. So it is 3-1 in favor of Tim as we get to your penultimate question in the category of directors. Who directed 2007's The Mist?
Great film. Laugh riot of an ending.
Absolutely not right there, yeah, for sure. It's a gas, this one, you know. I'm watching Cody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Matthew.
Frank Darabont.
And we'll go to Tim.
Frank Darabont.
Frank Darabont is correct. 4-2. No perfect rounds as we get to your final question in round, which comes in what category, Mark?
Oh, yeah, that's me. In the category of crime. How did teenager Natalie die in Wind River? Well, I think I, for one, am glad round ones. I mean, yeah, I feel like we can just get out of this we're in.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a nice breath in between rounds, reset. No more thinking about the fact that we asked about penises. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Tim.
I said shot.
We will go to Matthew.
I said drowned.
Both incorrect. Looking for froze to death. Froze to death.
Oh,
So
yeah.
at the end of round number 1, Tim leads 4-2, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round, and it works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice. It devalues it down to being only worth 1. If you don't like what you land on the first time, you can spin again, but you're stuck with it every land on the second time. There is stealing in this round, so be aware. Your categories on the wheel tonight are Audrey Hepburn, MCU, 1980s, mystery thriller, musicals, recent releases, sports, and sci-fi fantasy. So, Tim, you are in the lead. We'll bring in your manager, Nick. Would you like to go first or defer to Matthew? The taquitos are done.
I knew froze and penis. I knew both of them.
Probably defer, my man.
Do you like? Obviously, you're good at all of them. Do you
Yes.
like more than you dislike?
Yeah, based on what I studied, yeah, I think I like more than I dislike. I would still like to see one of the ones that I didn't study go away first.
Okay, I mean, yeah, go for that then.
Okay, Matthew can spin first.
All right, perfect. We'll say goodbye to Nick for now. We'll bring in Javi, and this will be the first spin at the wheel for Mr. Chen. Land on the category
I
of
am.
opponent's choice.
I should never manage you again, Matthew. I'm
All right.
sorry.
This is the fourth time in a row I've gotten an opponent's choice. It's not your
We're
fault.
bringing in Mr. Twohig and his taquito again. Tim, what would you like to give Matthew Chen for his category?
Can I see the categories again, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
I'm
What was-
extended.
what was the recent releases question we got in round 1? Did he hit it? I don't remember.
Was it the bang the drum one? Is that recent?
No.
I don't know.
I just-
the
I
bridge
don't-
on the River Kwai one. I actually don't remember.
I don't either. I don't.
I don't think you should go MCU.
No.
They were talking about MCU movies, which makes me think that was a recent topic of conversation.
Well, and so the other thing I'm thinking about is 80s or sports. Does Matthew seem like a sports guy?
He seems like a sports movie guy, quite frankly. But, that's not a bad. He missed the sports question, the bang the drum one, which granted you guessed.
We're going to need a decision here soon.
I say you go sports or recent releases, but if you want to leave recent on for you,
I would like to leave it on for me. So let's go sports.
Okay.
All right, sports it is. So I go ahead and Nick. We'll put the wheel backstage. And Mark, you want to go ahead and get Matthew his questions in sports?
Yes. Matthew, you ready for your questions in the sporting films?
Let's hear them.
You got it. First question. In what football film will you find a team called the Kilpatrick Mustangs?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, The Longest Yard, B, Gridiron Gang, C, Leatherheads, or D, Varsity Blues.
I'll go C.
C, Leatherheads is incorrect. Going over to Tim for the 1-point steal. Is it A, The Longest Yard, B, Gridiron Gang, or C, Leatherheads, or D, Varsity Blues?
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang is correct for the 1-point steal. Your next question. What decade do the opening scenes of The Natural take place in?
I'll go multiple.
Multiple choice options are A, 1900s, B, 1910s, C, 1920s, or D, 1930s.
Go B.
B, the 1910s is correct for 1 point. Next question. Who directed Blue Chips?
William Friedkin.
Good old Billy Friedkin is correct for 2 points.
Fine.
Next question. In Cool Runnings, DeReese copies the techniques of what European country's bobsled team?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Germany, B, Norway, C, Switzerland, or D, Austria.
B.
B, Norway is incorrect. Going over to Tim for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Germany, B, Norway, C, Switzerland, or D, Austria?
C, Switzerland.
Switzerland is correct for the 1-point steal. Go over to Matthew for your final question in category sports. Who portrays Malcolm X in Ali?
Multiple choice.
Choice options are A, Harry Lennox, B, Giancarlo Esposito, C, Courtney B. Vance, or D. Mario Van Peebles?
B.
B. Giancarlo Esposito is incorrect. Going over to Tim for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Harry Lennox, B. Giancarlo Esposito, C. Courtney B. Vance, or D. Mario Van Peebles?
I weirdly thought it was B, like before I even heard the options. I'll say C.
C. Courtney B. Vance is also incorrect. We're looking for D. Mario Van Peebles.
End of Matthew's turn gets a score up to 5 with those steals. Tim is at 6, as we will bring back Nick and the wheel for Tim's spin.
Van Peebles.
Yeah.
I feel like he gets lucky with the wheel spins. Why do you
Thanks.
Hey,
You land on opponent's choice.
thanks for jinxing him, Anna. Anna's fault.
All right, we're going to put Nick in the back and bring in Javi.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to give Tim on opponent's choice?
Do we want to go with your? I think it should be one of
Audrey
your
Hepburn,
strengths.
probably, just because the strength level maybe.
Yeah.
Will be,
Yeah, and if we get some steals, we get some steals. So
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Let's go, Audrey Hepburn.
All right, we're going to put Javi in the back, put the wheel away. And Tim, are you ready for your questions in the category of Audrey Hepburn?
Nope.
Unfortunate. Your first question, the category of Audrey Hepburn. Who directed The Nun's Story?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A. Stanley Donen, B. Fred Zinnemann, C. Richard Kind, or D. William Wyler.
A.
A is incorrect. Matthew, the chance for the 1 point still. Your options are A. Stanley Donen, B. Fred Zinnemann, C. Richard Kind, or D. William Wyler.
B.
B. Fred Zinnemann is correct for the 1 point steal.
Great.
All right, Tim, your second question. What does Henry ask Eliza for at the end of My Fair Lady?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Newspaper, B. Cigar, C. Slippers, or D. Robe.
Sorry, what did you say D was?
Robe.
Robe. Okay. Newspaper.
That is incorrect. Method chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A. Newspaper, B. Cigar, C. Slippers, or D. Robe.
C.
C. Slippers is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, Tim, your third question. What mother name has Marion taken when she joined the Abbey in Robin and Marion?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A. Jeanette, B. Nanette, C. Janice, or D. Nancy.
A.
A. Jeanette is correct for 1 point. Your fourth question. Who plays Maggie Prescott in Funny Face?
This is not my answer. I was just going to be like Audrey Hepburn. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Joanne Woodward, B. Faye Bainter, C. Patricia Neal, or D. Kay Thompson.
D.
D is correct for the 1 point. Or for 1 point. And your final question. What does the inspector bring into the boardroom when he declares Sam's death a murder in Bloodline?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A. Pick, B. Boot, C. Backpack, or D. Rope.
Can I get the options again?
Absolutely. Your options are A. Pick, B. Boot, C. Backpack, or D. Rope.
Rope.
That is correct for 1 more point. So at the end of that round, Tim maintains the lead with 9 with those steals. Matthew gets his score up to 7. And I think it happened as we get into round number 3, which is the pick your poison round, and it works like this. You guys have already selected 8 categories on the board to make up the categories you could draft tonight. You're going to go back and forth drafting. Once you take a category, your opponent cannot take that category. Once you have 4 categories, you will then answer which category you'd like for a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point value. We go until there's a mathematical elimination or a winner. So your categories you can draft tonight are recent releases, classics, fandom, musicals, 2010s, directors, comic book movies, and animation. We're going to let these guys draft, and we'll be back momentarily. All right, the competitors have drafted their categories. Matthew's taken animated 2010s directors classics. Tim has taken recent releases, fandom, comic movies, and musicals. Matthew, since you are behind, what would you like to take for your 1 point?
Okay. Yeah, classics for one.
Classics. All right. Your first question in the category of classics, your 1 pointer, is what classic war film features the digging of 3 tunnels named Tom, Dick, and Harry? Five, 4, 3.
I don't have any. Stalag 17.
Incorrect. You're looking for The Great Escape.
Oh, okay.
What category would you like to take for your 2 point question?
I think. Okay. Animated.
Animated? Okay. All right. Your 2 point question in the category of animated movies is who directed The Iron Giant?
Brad Bird.
That is correct for 2 points. And tie game, we'll be going over to Tim for his 1 point question. What category would you like?
Musicals for one, please.
All right, Mark, you want to go ahead and give him his 1 point question in the category of musicals?
Certainly. All right, Tim, your 1 pointer in musicals. Who stars as Esther Blodgett in the 1956 version of A Star is Born?
Judy Garland.
That is correct for 1 point.
Right. So with that, we will bounce back to Matthew. What category would you like for your 3 point value?
I'll go 2010s.
2010s it is. Your 3 point question. What nickname does Chiron go by in adulthood in Moonlight? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
That's Matthew's first repeat. Your question again in the category 2010s. What nickname does Chiron go by in adulthood in Moonlight?
Black.
That is correct for 3 points.
Good shit, Matthew.
So we will bounce back to Tim. What category would you like for a 2 point value?
Yeah, I'm thinking comic book movies, Nick. That's we'll go comic book movies.
All right, Mark, go ahead and give him this question in comic book movies.
Certainly your 2 pointer in comic movies.
Mm-hmm.
What comic book film features a villain called the Octopus?
The Spirit.
That is correct for 2 points.
That movie fucking sucks.
All right, so we are tied, which means we stay with Tim because he has more questions. What category would you like for your 3 point value?
So I can't bring Nick in, right? I just have to talk to him through the chat. So yeah, Nick, I'm just thinking like they're the same like question, like no matter the point value for 3 and 4. So I think we just do fandom. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm just trying to take the lead and he has to hit his 4. So I think we just do fandom. So yeah, he said fair. Okay, we'll do fandom.
All right, Mark, go ahead and give him his 3 point question in the category of fandom.
All right, your 3 point question. Fandom. In the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, which district is Katniss in when the Capitol blows up a hospital?
District 8.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right, so here's the situation. Matthew has to take his 4-pointer in the category of directors. If he hits it, we will bounce back to Tim to answer his 4-pointer. If he misses, Tim Brzakala will be moving on to play for the Movie Melee singles title. Matthew, your 4-point question in the category of directors.
Okay.
Who directed the films The Man Who Fell to Earth and 1990's The Witches?
Norman Rogue.
And your winner, Tim the Hulk Brzakala. The answer we were looking for was Nicholas Rogue. Unreal outcome in Movie Melee right now, Mark Menchaca. No words do not describe what we just watched. This is match of the year quality stuff. Thoughts on the match?
Yeah, this was nuts. What is, you can never count a player out in this game. It is just what's going to happen on the given day, and just one player can just be having a good game, the other can have it doesn't matter. Like this game is kind of like the NFL playoffs in that instance, where anybody can beat anybody on any given day. Tim just did that, and he is now going to be playing for a Melee singles title.
Exactly. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with our unfortunate second place finisher today, Jen's manager, Javi. I think this is a bit of a stunner for you, but you had some great pulls, and that 4-pointer's got to smart just a little bit with how close you were there. You're on the doorstep of the answer. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I knew like anything could happen. I've been having the worst luck in like my last few matches. So I was, if it just happened that I got opponent's choice, that round 1 was very much not in my wheelhouse. So just unfortunately wasn't able to get a lot of points there. But Tim was able to navigate his way through Audrey Hepburn as well, and just unfortunately couldn't pull it up.
Definitely. Javi, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I love being here for Matthew, but if he's gonna keep getting opponents when I'm managing, maybe I should just stop showing up. No, I think Matthew played great under the circumstances. We said at the end of our match with Brandon, we're not counting Tim out, and we weren't. He played great today. Yeah, I wish I could chalk it down to bad luck, but Tim also had bad luck in the wheel. So what are you gonna do? Both played great.
I was able to hit a few sports questions that I wouldn't have 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So good luck to Tim. Genuinely at the tournament or at the end of the tournament. So it'd be awesome if because I know Tim, he's the fandom guy. I think it'd be awesome if he also won a Melee belt. I think that'd be great.
Absolutely. Well, this does bring an end to your run here in Platinum Ticket, but I can assure you this is not the last we'll see of you this year. Is there anyone you were hoping to play when you are back in Movie Melee later this season?
Matthew, do you want to win?
Yeah, so that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So just me or David, honestly, not to throw David under the bus, but he and I are both of the mentality of just give us Rogue Nation players. We'll give them a win.
I can confirm to you that will not be the match. But we will see you again very soon this year. So we'll see you. We bring in now our winner today. I genuinely don't think I would have ever said these words. Your new Movie Melee singles challenger, Tim the Hulk Brzakala. How do you feel about your performance today? A double opponent's choice, and you walk out with a win.
I'm going to say this. This is going to be a very obscure reference that only a few will understand, but the people that will understand, I think, will understand how I'm feeling. I feel very similarly now to how I felt when I beat Dominic Rizzi in a Full Metal Geek match, in the sense that Rizzi was a player who was very, very good at Geek, knew what he was doing, was good at the game, and just kept winning. And I had already lost to him in Fandom. I wasn't expecting to make it happen. And I won and went to play for a title that I didn't think I was going to win. I was going up against people, Scully, who I didn't think I had a shot in winning, and I won. That's kind of how I feel right now, is like, I'm maybe getting lucky, but it feels great. And I know that if I'm going to win a title, I have to get way better at round one, but I just don't see that happening, especially on title match level questions. So I can bet you this. Deep cuts and that wheel are going to get studied. That is the most prepared I'm going to go into any match that I'm playing anytime is going to be this match. I am very excited. And honestly, like, even if I come out with 0 points to say that I played for a title in Melee is something that's really exciting. Like, I know I only had to win 2 matches to get there, but I had to beat Matthew, and Matthew played fucking great. And I don't feel like, other than the wheel, like me getting lucky with hitting 3 for 5, like on opponent's choice on a category that I had no fucking clue on, I like stayed calm and thought hard about those round 3 questions, because Judy Garland right away didn't spit it out because I didn't want to say it. Spirit, same thing, especially on District 8, because I've missed my last couple of recent releases on 4-pointers, so I didn't want to just like jump the gun. Thought hard about it, so I'm happy with the way that I played today, and I think with a wheel spin that I maybe am happier with, and a deep cut studying under my belt and whatnot, I'm looking forward to what's next. Nick, thank you for being here. You have thoughts? How are your taquitos?
They were good. Are you champion yet? Fuck. I liken this game we play to the sport of tennis quite often. And today, Tim, like the unranked player who's good at like doubles, like in a different division, came to play like Roger Federer or maybe like Andy Murray or something like that. And he just kept hitting the net, and then the ball would fall over on the other side. It's like the biggest dick move you could do in tennis, where like it's nobody's fault, but it's like, sorry, I get a point because sorry. And Tim did that like 5 times to Matthew. So I feel bad. Because quite frankly, and as your manager, Tim, I will say that Matthew is probably the better player.
Oh, 100%.
I hope he gets another chance at the belt in the future, because if he did beat Tim, I would have been like Team Matthew, because I'm a big Matthew fan. But I knew this was a possibility. Tim's not bad at this. He's watched every movie that comes out in theaters for the past like however many years. And he started watching older stuff. Like, he's not bad at this. I knew this was a possibility. I'm excited. I think he's got a real shot, especially going up against other players who are kind of in the same position he's in. So I'm excited. I'll be there. Taquitos.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. Love you.
Fucking taquitos. So you will be up against a combination of these 4 people.
Okay.
You'll either be playing either Jacoby Bancroft or Tony Durso, or, and on the opposite piece, Will Cohen or myself. Do you have a preference of those 4 people who the 2 are?
But I would like to can we switch like Tony and Will so that we could see Jacoby and Tony? Because I think, just speaking for Tim, he likes 2 of the people in one of those, and he makes face at 2 of the people in the other one.
Understood. Unfortunately, those matches are set up, so no.
I would. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I think me and Jacoby could go toe to toe. I genuinely do. Like, Jacoby is one of my favorite people in the community. Love the dude. I love getting to know him. I'm excited to play him no matter what, if that's the case. Tony scares the shit out of me. Tony's good. And I edit the round table, and just even hearing him talk about the movies that he just did on an episode of the round table, if it's out yet or not, I don't know. The dude knows stuff about movies, and he doesn't have a letterboxd either. So he's an enigma. Koho, you don't watch film, So I don't know what would happen if you came in there, but you'd probably win. And then who are you playing?
Will Cullen.
Oh, fuck that guy. He gave the Irishman 2 stars. He can go fuck it. So actually, I want Koho instead of Will. I forget that. So Jacoby, Koho, me. That's what I want to see.
We will see if that is a possibility. But congratulations, you are playing for the Movie Melee Singles Championship. And we'll see you in the match. Mark, I think this is one of the best matches we put on all year, and I'm very excited to see how this golden ticket's shaping up. Thoughts on the match?
Listen, I think Tim managed to pull out the win today, like impressive again. Although on the opposite end, I'm also very impressed with how Matthew played today. He had his back up against the wall the entire match, and he still almost forced Tim to hit a 4-point question to end the game. Like we said a ton. This is a spectacular match, and I can't wait till we get to the end of this little mini tournament that we set up here.
Absolutely, this platinum ticket tournament finals is going to be insane. So thank you all for watching. That's been Matthew. That's been Hobby. That's been Tim. That's been Nick. This has been Mark. I've been Caleb, and this has been Movie Melee. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later.
For you, Junior, you'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Goodbye.